ARES is here, and I didn't have really high expectations for him before today, and after today, I still don't think I do. In case you didn't know, ARES is an on-reveal ability with text that reads, compare the power of the top 3 cards of both decks. If your total is higher, gain +6 power. Now, you do get to see the total power of the top 3 cards of both your opponent's deck and your own as well. Now, granted, I think it'll be really fun to try him in a mill deck as well, but this is the deck I played today, and it just didn't feel great. A huge part of that is just that I saw Shang-Chi a lot more than I normally would today, because today was the release for ARES, so when that calms down a little bit, this deck will definitely become better. Other than that, I don't have too much hope for ARES, but I hope I'm proven incorrect. Now, finally, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have Xandar on the left, which I think we can play the Hood into. It's fine. I mean, ultimately it's better than playing the Hood in somewhere like Deep Space, right? So, I'm fine with it. We're going to go ahead and play Demon right. Hopefully Yggdrasil buffs up the Demon. Now for Surtur, we're either going to go ahead and play Surtur mid or right. I'm undecided on which one. That is going to be a Human Torch, which is very, very scary, and I don't like that at all. Now, that is Crown City, so that is where Surtur is going to go, definitely. And then from this point, we have a Crossbones we could play on 4. We've also got an ARES we could play on 4. We're probably going to go ahead and play an ARES, if I had to guess. And then we'll see what we want to do from that point. That is Vulture. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of stuff going on. That is going to be Nico. I think we can play an ARES mid. I'm not too against that. I think it's fine. Let's go ahead and play ARES. ARES is going to give us the win there with 23, so we've got some combination of Coal Obsidian, Scar, Atuma, and Armor. That is Cloak, which is, you know, very scary. And that's going to be Scar. We could move the ARES over if we wanted to. I think... Do we ever just play, like, Demon and Zabu? I think we can. We know we're top-decking either Armor or Atuma or Coal Obsidian. No, it's not going to be Shadow King. I think this is okay. It's kind of scary, but I'm fine with it. So Human Torch moves over. So does Vulture. We go ahead and play a Crossbones, which flips it back. Then we play a Zabu. And then that is going to be Beast, which is very scary. Okay, and that's Falcon. So... I don't like that. We know they have very big stuff. Let's play Scar, Atuma, Cosmo. I think that's our best idea. Do we ever play a Cosmo right? Right, is that ever good? I think it is, actually. Makes it so they can't move stuff right. Sure. Let's actually go with this. Because we know that the amount of power we have right is going to be enough unless they can make those cards move even more, right? So let's go with this. We go up to 36. They play Human Torch. Ghost Spider doesn't pull it in, and then Vulture's not enough. So yeah, if they were able to add another 16 on top of that, let's see, they would have gone to 28, and then plus another 6. Would have put them... I can do math. 28 plus 6 would have put them up at, like, what, 34? And we were at 36. So we would have been fine anyway. But Cosmo, still as a safety precaution, I felt was the right play. And we did end up doing completely fine. You love to see it. Surtur up at 17. ARES up at 12 is absolutely awesome. Yeah, that's great. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Nico right. I think that is a completely fine thing to do. And we'll see what we want to do from that point. That's going to turn out to be Superflow. I'd love to see Asserter. We do not see Asserter. I mean, we could play like a Cosmo, right? We'll try to snipe it. Maybe they play it on reveal. And it's Killmonger, so, you know, relatively helpful. Allows us to still play a Coal Obsidian this turn. Granted, we probably don't want to play a Coal Obsidian right, so let's go ahead and play Ares left. Because it is actually fine to play Ares left. Ares is going to go up to 12, and then -2 is still above 10. So we play Ares, they go to war, it's going to be 15 to 15. And that is bad for us. We probably have armor, either Zabu and Shadowcane, then either Atuma or Crossbones. So let's... I think we have to play the Coal Obsidian, right? We're kind of running out of time. We could debatably wait till next turn, but I don't actually think that idea has much merit behind it. Now, there's the idea of Zabu Coal Obsidian mid, and I think that's actually our best play. Because granted, we lose the energy, but we also don't mess up what we're gaining from our deck, right? So they play a Zabu that doesn't go off because Super Scroll's copying Cosmo. There is Crossbones. Crossbones could go left if we wish to contest it. I don't think we do, so let's play Crossbones mid. We know we're top-decking armor, so next turn we can play Scar and armor right, and then just hope that that is completely fine. That is a Dr. Doom, which gets buffed up a decent amount. I mean, I'm hoping that we're just okay. Ares, despite the fact that his ability didn't go off, was able to inform us for how we wanted to play the rest of the game, so that's actually pretty relevant. I mean, they could beat us right? Like, it's not impossible, and I think they might try to, and if they try to, I think they probably will. I mean, we'll see. We're going up to 17, then plus another 3 puts us at 20, so we're up by 6. It's not easy, but it's also not very hard. They might think that we're going to contest Necrotia instead of right. And if they think we're going to contest Necrotia, they might go big into Necrotia. And if they do, then I think we have a decent chance of winning right. But we'll see. That's going to be a Psylocke, so we are going to get the win here. They put Iron Lad left, yeah. And actually, we would have been able to beat an Iron Lad as well, right? Or no, it would have been close. We wouldn't have won, but it would have been close. Yeah, it just felt naturally better for us to contest right, because obviously Galacta buffs up the other lane, not right. But yeah, actually a really interesting game there, and I think a lot of Ares' value is kind of helping you realize what you're going to top deck within your next 3 cards. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, good win for us there. That's awesome. Alright, so we've got Nico, but obviously the best play here is going to be Zabu. So let's go ahead and play Zabu on 1. And then let's see what we've got for turn 2. That's going to be Weird World. I don't like how Weird World works. It's not anymore. That is a Pixie and a Doom, so I guess we are pretty happy about that, to be fair. Let's go ahead and play Armor mid. I think that's fine. And we'll see what they play. They just go ahead and play Vibranium. That's fine. Turn 3, that is Murder World, which is obviously a little bit annoying. We could play Atuma left, though. I don't hate it. Would we rather play Atuma mid ever? Probably. Let's play Atuma mid. Because we have a Doom in hand, we're probably going to want to end up using that. So they got the Hood from us. That's pretty good. I don't particularly love the Hood in this deck. So the Hood is taken away from us. That's a Scar. We love to see that. Let's just play a Crossbones mid. And now we're hoping we top deck either like an Ares or a Coal Obsidian. If we get one of those, then that would be awesome. That is Scar. That's going to be Patriot and Demon. It's completely fine. Now, we end up with Surtur, which is just fine, you know. We can do stuff like this. It's okay. It's just not amazing. We'll see what we end up top decking. I mean, if we top deck a Coal Obsidian or an Ares, we will probably end up playing one of those with a Scar instead of Dr. Doom. If we don't top deck either of those, we might just fall back on Dr. Doom and see what happens. We do draw Coal Obsidian, though, so I think we are going to go ahead and just play Coal Obsidian and Scar. And we should be completely fine. I don't necessarily see us losing this game. I mean, I would imagine they're probably... Maybe they look to play like an Ultron? I'm not exactly sure. If they were going to play an Ultron, where would they even play it? They play an Ultron right? I don't know. So I mean, what? They've got 5 power Ultron bots. Okay, so it's probably not Ultron based off of that. Let's see what they got. They got the Wasp and Ultron. Oh, okay. So that doesn't win mid, and it's not going to win left either. And there you go. Good win for us. I did forget about the fact that the Wasp is, you know, a card that they could play along with Ultron. So, there you go. Interesting enough game there that ends up being a good one for us. Love to see it. No Ares, though. Kind of sad. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. We can actually go ahead and play the Hood left. That's relatively fine, given that that is Mojo World. Then on top of that, we're probably going to play a Demon left. I mean, we could. We don't need to. That is World Ship. Interesting. Okay. I think the question becomes, how big does Surtur get, right? Surtur goes from 4 to 7 to 10 to potentially 13, depending on how we want to do this. So let's go with this. They play a Gladiator, which pulls in a Tuma. A Tuma is going to end up destroying Surtur, which is very annoying and sad. Depending on what we top deck, we might play an Ares, or we might not. I'm undecided. We top deck a Cosmo. Okay. I think I am going to play an Ares. At the very least, we will see roughly what we're going to be top decking. 14 does beat 10, so that's going to be Nico and Shadowcane, and then either Scar or Crossbones. They play a Shang-Chi. I mean... We top deck Scar. We know the next top deck is either going to be Shadowcane or Nico. Like, the fact that we're still in this is kind of insane. We really shouldn't be. This is going to put us up to 26. Then from that point we go to 29. They're a mill deck. Right, what does a mill deck have beyond everything they've just played? Like, what can they really do for power? I don't know. I mean, there's a world where they can't beat this. You should retreat here. I'm curious, though. That is yeah. Killmonger is going to end up just barely being enough. Which is absolutely devastating. What sucks is if we had priority and could have played the armor, we would have been fine. Oh, damn, man. Yeah, no, I didn't think of Killmonger. I was thinking about, like, the pure power of the card. And I wasn't exactly certain they had anything that could beat us. But no, they had a Killmonger, so damn. Sucks for us, but good win for them there. Love World Ship games. They're a lot of fun. Alright. So we've got Machine World. Probably just going to go ahead and play Nico right. It's completely fine. That is a Zabu mid. That's cool, yeah. Definitely fine with that. We've got Great Portal mid, which is going to reveal to give us a Sasquatch. I mean, could be worse. We could play the Hood. I don't hate it, I also don't love it. I'm gonna go ahead and play him, though. Gonna play the Hood. Nico is obviously going to move him mid, and then Machine World is going to give the opponent a copy of the Hood. That's Vormir. I hate that. Yeah, that's just bad. I just don't like that. I guess Surtur goes mid. They also play their own Surtur mid, so that's fine. And now, I mean, from this point, we gotta play, like, Coal Obsidian mid, right? Then we can play, like, maybe Demon Crossbones, right? They go ahead and play Crossbones. We play Coal Obsidian. I'm actually pretty confident in an Ares here. Let's go ahead and play Demon Ares. And then from this point, that does move Sasquatch down to 4, which is, you know, something. That is the Hood, which is going to end up getting destroyed. Yeah, I forgot. Immediately after we played the Hood, Vormir revealed, and it was like, oh, they can just play the Hood into Vormir. And they also play a Coal Obsidian. That is going to be Demon, which is going to end up getting sacrificed, and then we play Ares. Please win, Ares. Please. 23 to 19. Okay, so we've got Armor, Atuma, and Scar. And we top deck the Scar. Best case scenario there. Now, is there ever a world where we could win mid? I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of hard. That just seems like kind of a difficult thing to do, right? I mean, we could... We could try it, but ultimately, if they play any cards there, I feel like we're screwed. I wonder if it's best to do something like this. This seems just genuinely stupid. No way this wins, right? Because what do we think they're gonna do? Like, because if they have a Scar... Okay. We just have to go with this. That's an arrow. Arrow's gonna pull Ares. Okay. Actually, though, we're fine. Demon, we play Scar. That's fine. We play Shadowcane, which does debuff Ares. It did debuff Ares and made it a little bit close. But we still end up getting the win. Man, that was scary. That was absolutely terrifying. I was very scared, but good win for us. Ooh, interesting. So we've got Nidavellir on the left, which is pretty... it's good. We've got Shadowcane. Part of me really just wants to play a Surtur mid. Utopia, making those all cost less. I think Surtur should go mid. Yeah, I think we play Surtur mid and we're pretty happy about it. Surtur most of the time is going to be our biggest card. They go ahead and play an Ares head-to-head, they get the win. Okay, so ours was 15, though, and one of those was a Zabu, so we know the other one was either Armor or Cosmo with a Scar. I don't actually think it's a horrible idea for us to play our own Ares. Either way, we know we're buffing up Surtur. They play a Wolverine and then a Venom. A Destroy Ares deck? Okay, one of those had to be Death from their deck then, I'd imagine. So, let's see what we've got now. We went from 15 to 15, they went to 17, so Ares didn't go off, but still did buff up Surtur, so that's pretty good. From this point, we've got a Cosmo... which we could try playing. I'm not sure it's the greatest idea, but, you know, we can try. That is an Atuma. Atuma is going to end up destroying that Wolverine, so that's kind of scary. Now, from this point... Don't we know we're top-decking a Scar? I think. We're certain of that, right? Yeah, there we go. So, from here... I mean, honestly, right? Like, let's just stack right. Is there ever any world... Well, actually... Gotta play this. We gotta hurt the all this they got going on over there. So let's go with that, and then let's go with Scar and Crossbones. I don't actually know how big this makes us left, but... Oh, it flips, okay. I assumed it flipped. So we play Scar, we play Crossbones. Of course, they have a Shang-Chi. What is that going to be left, though? It's their own Crossbones. God damn. Wolverine's gone. Wolverine, please roll right. Please roll right. Please. Please. Please! No! You can't do this to me! I think it's just gonna be non-stop Shang-Chi today. And honestly, I don't even blame anyone. Given that ARES just came out 30 minutes ago, I expect to see a lot of Shang-Chi. But I've had Shang-Chi played against me more than I've gotten to play ARES so far. In the first 30 minutes, like I said. And that's a little sad, but it's okay. Good win for them. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have X Mansion, which is relatively interesting. That's going to be Hellfire Club. We do have ARES, so that's cool. Probably going to go ahead and play an armor mid. I don't really see anything wrong with that. They play an Iron Patriot mid. Okay. So I don't love the idea of doubling up and playing a Cosmo there, but we might have to. Well, I don't... The only problem is I don't think Cosmo really attempts to win mid very well. We're going to play Cosmo left. Because, yeah, they play a Red Guardian. If we had priority, I would have played the Cosmo. But without it, it just kind of felt like we were going to lose mid anyway. So that's 0, and that's Quinjet. That's completely fine. We are going to go ahead and play an ARES mid here, which is pretty cool. We're going to go with that. And then, from this point, we could look at playing like a Colobsidian left. I'm not against that idea at all. ARES 14-9 is going to go off. Alright, so we have probably like Crossbones, and then we know because it was 14, we have a combination of Nico, Zabu, and Shadowkin. We're not going to draw Serpent. So from this point, do we ever play like a Crossbones mid? I think we can. And I think we will. Let's play Crossbones mid here. That is a Malekith, which obviously is unrevealed, doesn't go off. Now I'm hoping that the 23 is just too much for them, and we can dump Scar and Colobsidian left. Because assuming 23 is simply too much for them, we should just be able to get the win here? Right? Like you would hope. I don't know. I mean, maybe they have a Shang-Chi. If they have a Shang-Chi, they're going to beat us anyway, though. It doesn't matter if we play the cards mid against a Shang-Chi, because we don't have a Cosmo or an armor there. So it doesn't matter. We're going to play cards left. That's probably a Shang-Chi, and we're probably about to lose in most devastating fashion. Yeah. So, if you were seriously trying to climb, maybe playing there wasn't the greatest idea. Granted, we could have flipped right. We could have gone a Tuma Scar right, and we could have won this game. Yeah, maybe if I had talked that through a little bit more, I would have decided on that, but there you go. That was my first game with ARES, that's my excuse. Good win for them. Alright. So let's see what we've got here. We've got the Bifrost. That's going to be Yondu. Yondu is going to get rid of the hood. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Helps us with ARES. So that's going to be Strange Academy. And let's see, that's a question mark. I think because that's the Bifrost, we can play an armor right. I hate playing cards into Strange Academy. Looks like they like playing cards into Strange Academy. No, they're probably going to destroy that with a Misery, which actually was maybe a reason to play the armor with them, but we didn't end up doing it. That is going to be Sinister London. We are just going to wait, and we're going to play an ARES, and we're going to really, really hope that ARES works. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be quite sad. But hopefully it works, and everything's just fine and awesome and cool. We'll see, though. So, on turn 4, they're definitely going to be looking to play in a Misery. We could play Surtur. I think we will. So that's misery. Surtur's actually going to end up rolling back right, which is a little bit sad. I mean, there's potentially a world here where we just play like a Tuma, right? I think that might be best case scenario. Yeah, I mean, 12 isn't bad. It's just that they probably have better. So let's play Nico and Crossbones. I want to play an Ares, I just don't think it's a logically sound thing to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do this instead. Crossbones is going to go up to 12 and then go to another location and buff up both Surturs. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a Fenris Wolf, that's a Zemo. Zemo's going to take Shadowcane and is then going to take Colobsidian. Those are going to go left. So really interesting there, actually. Unfortunately for them, it did practically seal their fate. We're just going to play Scar and Atuma. And we are going to get the win here. But very, very interesting. I mean, they can play an Ares, and to their credit, they'll be perfectly fine. I think I might end up playing an Ares mill deck tomorrow. No, they just play Death. And that's going to be Demon and Demon. Because they still have cards in deck, and we don't have cards in deck. But we play Scar, which is going to buff up both Surturs. We're going to play Atuma, which is going to buff up both Surturs. And there you go. That's going to be an absolutely amazing win for us. We're going to win 32 to 26 left, and we're going to win 33 to 22 right. That's absolutely awesome. You'll love to see it. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Definitely want to go ahead and play a Zabu right, because that is very, very good for us. We're hitting Ares, Atuma, and Colobsidian. That's going to be an Otto's Lab mid, which is completely fine. We could play Nico and the Hood mid. I'm fine with that. We are going to change Otto's Lab because I don't like it very, very much. And we'll see what we want to do on turn 3. Otto's Lab changes into Central Park, which isn't horrible, but it's also not amazing, you know. Mojo World, I think, oddly enough, we actually just have to play Demon left. We gotta try to contest it. That's gonna be a Luke Cage, and that is not going to get the win. So from this point, I do think we just play a Crossbones right. So, there's Crossbones. And then from this point, that is an Enchantress. Yeah, that's fine. We draw an Atuma. Atuma probably just goes mid. I'm fine with that. Is there ever a... maybe we should have played Shadowcane right. I'm not exactly sure. That is White Tiger, which sends a Tiger Spirit left. Okay. So, I mean, Scar left is going to win left, obviously. Also a Surtur we could play. Could just go for this. They are going to end up retreating, though. So, yeah. Damn, awesome. Good win for us. That's awesome. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We can definitely play a Zabu into Native Lair. That is completely fine. We are going to go ahead and, after playing Zabu, look to hopefully play an Armor if we top deck her. That's going to be an Aranya for them, so Shadowcane could be helpful. Tinkerer's Workshop. Top deck Crossbones, Colobsidian? Maybe? Nope, we top deck an Armor. Okay. Armor's just going to go mid, then. And then hopefully here we will either get a Surtur or a Crossbones or a Colobsidian, and we can play any of them and then be pretty happy. On turn 4, I think we are going to look to play an Ares. I hope that Ares goes off, right? That would obviously be good for us. If Ares doesn't, then we would be kind of sad. But we'll see. That's going to be Human Torch. Human Torch is going to move over and be 8 power, which I obviously don't like, but we're probably going to look to hit him with Shadowcane at some point this game. Now let's see what we've got for turn 3. That's going to be Savage Land, and that's going to be very, very sad. Let's play the Hood left. At least we got the Hood out of deck for when we play an Ares. You know, there is that. But still is not the greatest for us. We're probably going to look to play an Ares left, and then on 5, maybe play like an Attuma mid. We'll see. So, I mean, yeah, we could play like Attuma Demon. It's not going to be horrible. They end up snapping, which is obviously a little bit scary, but I'm just going to hope that we're completely fine and pretend like nothing's going wrong. So let's see, that's going to be Demon. That is Iron Fist. Iron Fist is going to move over the Human Torch, and then that is most definitely going to be an Aranya. Now, let's see, I think we play Ares, right? I mean, we can. We could also play a Crossbones. I'm going to play an Ares left, though. That is Beast. I mean, that Human Torch is insane. We really are just hoping we can hit it with the Shadow Cane, right? Maybe... Hey, 16-3 is insane. If there's a world where we can ever have priority, okay, awesome. Love to see my internet being bad. That's amazing. So happy about that. Okay, we're back. I was going to think about something like this, a world where we can hopefully maintain priority so that next turn we can hit them with a Shadow Cane. We'll see what happens. I don't know if this will end up working, but if we do get priority, then we are going to be pretty happy. It's looking like we might. Maybe not too likely. We'll see. Depending on how this is separated, that is an Iron Fist. That's the Human Torch. Okay. Puts it up to 32. That's a Vulture. And then that's Dagger. So, do we think it moves again? Because I honestly don't know. I'm going to elect to do this because I don't think it moves again. That is Tribunal. Very interesting play. And they're going to be very sad when Shadow Cane absolutely obliterates them. There you go. You love to see it. And that is an absolutely amazing win for us. That is great. Yeah, there you go. Good win for us there. Oh, okay. So we want to play a Zabu on 1. My bad. Let's see what we got mid. Mid is going to be Krakoa. Okay, that's fine. We're probably going to play an armor left. Now, that is Colobsidian. Let's play an armor left, and from this point we could play a Colobsidian right, hopefully into something really good on Krakoa. That is going to be a Forge. So let's see. That's Castle Blackstone. Love to see it. Okay, well... yeah, let's play Colobsidian. And then let's see what we want to do next turn. That is Brood. Brood actually ties, very interestingly. And then we can go ahead and play a Surtur if we wanted to, and I think we do. I would like to try and win Castle Blackstone. Now, I'm hoping we can play an Attuma on Krakoa next turn. That would definitely be ideal. If we can't, then we'll see what we can do instead. But that is a Nico, and then on top of that, that is a Surtur. And let's see, they play Absorbing Man onto Krakoa. So, relatively interesting. And let's see what we've got here. That is going to be Ares. Okay, I'm pretty confident in playing Ares mid. I think that is relatively fine. I kind of... no, we'll play Ares and Crossbones this turn, just because, I mean, we have the energy for it, it just feels better. Part of me wanted to try and get a Crossbones mid, but I just think it's impossible, because even if Ares goes off, Ares is going to go to 12, which is only going to tie. So I think this is just what we have to do. Ares 23-9, obviously going to get the win there and buff whatever we're top decking by 12, which is awesome. And then Surtur's going to go up to 7. If it'll, you know, do that. There you go. And then Crossbone's also going to put Surtur up to 10. That is Sebastian Shaw on the left. And let's see. We have a 315 Cosmo. Where do we think they play the Surfer? Oh, okay. Opponent just retreats. Well, damn. Good win for us. Love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have Wakanda, which is obviously good. We're definitely going to go ahead and play Armor, and then we might even play Cosmo. It's going to be Asgard mid. We can play an Armor right into a Cosmo mid. That's definitely completely fine. Turn 4, we're probably also... Well, maybe we should have gone with an Armor mid. No, it's fine. Let's go ahead and play Cosmo. And then from this point, I don't really want to play an Atuma mid, right? Like, that's not amazing. That is going to be Meek. Okay. So we're tied. I wish we could play ARES there. Let's go ahead and play ARES left. Well, I mean, honestly, the problem is we have a lot of 10-cost cards in hand, right? So I don't really want to play ARES. Which kind of feels bad, but I don't feel like I can, right? I think I play Atuma left here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. They play a Morbius mid and then a Blade left. Blade is going to discard Arnim Zola, but buff up their Morbius by 2 and their Meek by 1, giving them more cards. Now from this point, here is Surtur. Which I don't hate, but I think I just want to play a Crossbones left. Let's play Crossbones left and play a Zabu. Next turn, we're probably looking at Scar ARES right, and we're hoping that we get the win from that point. If we draw a Colobsidian, we would rather have the Zabu go right, but we're also putting rocks into our deck at that point. And that is pretty bad. So we'll see. I don't exactly know how I feel about that. We are definitely going to go ahead and play Crossbones and Zabu left, though. They snap, which I'm willing to stay with at this point. I definitely like our plan of playing ARES Scar right next turn. So let's see what they play. We play Crossbones and Zabu. That is going to be Bullseye and Colleen Wynn. Colleen Wynn going to discard Scorn. So they notably haven't discarded Swarm yet. So I'm not too scared. I think we just can play ARES Scar right, and I think that's fine. Especially since they played a Bullseye right. If they play any more cards right, they're going to put more rocks into their deck. I think we're fine with this. Definitely important to note, you're going to want to play the ARES before the Scar, because ARES on reveal will go off before Lechigia, so that'll be good for us. At least I'm assuming that's how it'll work. Normally cards activate before the location, especially on reveals. I think we're going to just be fine here. We'll see, though. That is a Dakin. Dakin's going to get pretty big, but I'm not too worried. And then that is a Gambit, which could literally only hit Cosmo. I mean, it'll buff them, but... yeah, no, this is fine. We play an ARES. We lose, because of course we do. God forbid we win. But we do end up getting the win there for the overall game. Yeah, no, that's absolutely awesome. I'm honestly not exactly sure what they were thinking putting the Meek mid. I think Meek always goes right there. Because you already have Morbius and Collector mid, it's just way too much of an overcommitment. But I'm fine with it. And Gambit actually didn't even go off because they played Gambit on the Cosmo. Wouldn't they want Gambit to go off if nothing else than to buff the Morbius and the Collector? And score and buff in something? I feel like this was a severe misplay on their part. They could have won this game. Good win for us, though. I love to see it. Ooh, okay. So we end up drawing Gore off of White Palace, which I think is completely fine. We're definitely going to go ahead and play an Armor on 2. then ideally we will be able to play a Surtur on 3. Other than that, we'll see what we want to do on turn 3, because if we don't end up drawing a Surtur, it is looking not amazing. Unless we top deck like a Zabu on 2 into top decking either an Ares or a Colobsidian on 3. But that's pretty unlikely. So we'll just see what we want to do here. They're taking a long time to decide what to do on their turn, though. And let's see, it's going to be Warrior Falls. We can just go ahead and play an Armor mid. I don't want to deal with Warrior Falls. So then from that point, I guess Nico's a card we could play on 3 if we don't end up top decking a Surtur, but I would really, really love to top deck a Surtur. They are definitely playing a negative deck, so that's a little bit scary. That's going to be Atlantis. We've got Cosmo with a shot to predict where they play it. Do they play it left? I mean, they do, right? It's got to be left. Oh, it's mid. Oh, and it was a Tuma. Okay, I don't have too much to be upset about. I thought it was negative. So, that is going to be Nico. We could play Surtur. It's also a little bit late, though. You know, we kind of just have to try to get cards down at this point. That's going to be a Sage, only going up to 4. Kind of interesting. The Atuma is what they got from us off of White Palace. I understand more now. Let's... We could play Surtur. I am more inclined to just play a Crossbones left. So that is going to be a Jane. We play a Crossbones, and then we play Zabu. Now, from this point, that is Nico with that ability. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Let's play Surtur and Scar and Nico. And from this point, we should just be okay, yeah? We're going to actually end up playing Nico mid. I think we're fine, though. I mean, they have to play something to contest right, and then they would also have to win either mid or left, and that just seems kind of difficult for them. So we play Surtur left. Now, we'll see if Nico needed to go left as well. I'm hoping not. That's going to be a Mystique copying nothing, and then that's going to be a Ravona. That was never going to win. I mean, okay. That was a play. I did not like that play, but good win for us. You love to see it. So let's see what we got here. We definitely want to go ahead and play the Hood left, because playing Surtur on 2 is going to be really, really cool. We can play the Hood into Surtur into Colobsidian, and that would be absolutely awesome. We would love that. So I think we will go ahead and try to do that. They play a Nico left with the Demon ability. That's completely fine. We play the Hood. And then we could actually play Surtur Demon. So that's pretty cool. That is X Mansion. We have Ares as well. Let's play... Yeah, let's play Surtur Demon. I think this is fine. Gonna go ahead and play Surtur left and then Demon mid. We might play an Ares on 4. Or on 3, rather. That is Grandmaster. Gonna push the Nico mid. Oh, that's interesting. How does this interact? Does it make that one a demon and then also the next one? No, it just makes that one a demon twice. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. So we have the Surtur left, which is being protected by armor. However, Hood is also being protected by armor. So that's a little bit annoying. Let's see what we got here. That's going to be Aunt May's. We did draw an Atuma. Yeah, okay, let's play Atuma left. They also play an Atuma left. Our Atuma is going to end up buffing up Surtur. Then from this point, let's see what both of those reveal to be. That is going to be Omega Red. And then on top of that, we get a Swordmaster, which doesn't discard anything. I am so happy that didn't discard anything. Now we've got 6. We can probably just go ahead and play a Colobsidian. I mean, Ares is an idea, right? But I'm just really scared. I'm just really scared. I want to play a Colobsidian mid. Then from this point, that's going to be a Surtur right. Surtur ends up moving mid. Okay, I mean, we could just play Crossbones. Right, like, I think that might be the best course of action for us. So we play Crossbones, we go up to 33 mid. That's going to be a Typhoid Mary. Typhoid Mary's kind of scary, but hopefully we're fine. And then I think we're just going to play Nico and Ares right? Right, I mean, we know that we've got pretty decent cards left, right? So I think Ares is going to end up flipping right. Now, unless they can flip mid, which they might be able to do. It looks like they didn't try to, though. Oh, wait, we should have played Ares left. This was bad. They won anyways. God damn it, man. They play Juggernaut. Okay. I mean, Surtur still went up to 16, though. Wait, am I crazy? I feel like I did not deserve to win that game. I mean, there you go. But also, damn, I did not deserve to win that game. That was not the best way to play that. Still won, though, so... You know, I guess we'll take it. Good win for us. You love to see it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I know you loved this one I made about Hela. It was a lot of fun. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.